Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Seeing a lot of people saying that the top is in and that we already saw an alt season. This coming from Nick Crypto Crusader here. I'm not sure if these are just newcomers that don't know that alt season doesn't happen when Bitcoin dominance is above 50%, or if sentiment is really that bad. We got two potential major gaps that could be next to target, and they are the following, okay? So pay attention closely, guys. $48,000 to $52,000. This would provide even more bearish fuel to feed the market sentiment. So what he is suggesting, if we go down to these levels, well, it is a possibility. We should be prepared for it. Although 63 to 65,000, this would probably front run a lot of sidelined cash trying to buy the exact bottom. It would also cause a ton of shorts to be liquidated, potentially pushing us even higher. Bottoms will never feel like bottoms. Remember that. When it feels like this is the end and it's never going to stop, we typically chop, finding a range and then push higher. So guys, this is what we've seen in the past. If you're new to crypto, or if this is your first full bull run, you probably want to pay attention to what some of these guys are saying. I know it's tough to kind of mull through and kind of focus on the ones that are the most experienced or the most accurate. This is personally my second full bull run, and even I'm looking to some of these analysts to see what they are saying. I'm piecing all this research together and making moves, sharing them with my Patreon subscribers over there at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. Because if you are like me and you feel like you did not cash out enough crypto last bull run and you don't want to make the same mistake twice, well, guys, this is where I'm at. This is why I've diversified my portfolio. Also why I'm formulating a strategy on when I'm going to be exiting my XRP position. Targets for all those coins, my legacy portfolio and the $15,000 plus portfolio, will be discussed over there at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. We're getting into the most fun part of the market now. And for those of you guys thinking that this is the top, well, that would be pretty abysmal, wouldn't it? We barely breached all-time high, moving up only, what is it, about 5-6% above all-time high. So that is one indicator that this is likely not the top yet. Yes, this is looking like a double top pattern, but guys, we are holding this level here quite well. If I zoom in here real quickly, you guys can see Bitcoin on the hourly over the wee hours of the morning. Bitcoin did see a steep increase right in here. This green candlestick here, we did go up about 3.5%. It has been retracing a little bit, but as you guys can see on the hourly, Bitcoin is rebounding, forming what is looking like a double bottom pattern. So all this to say, we are holding up quite nicely in and around this zone. Here, let me get rid of some of that, and let me just throw another horizontal line on there. As you guys can see, the daily candlestick here forming above this line. So hopefully we close above that level there. Right now, one Bitcoin is trading for approximately $57,000 per coin. The other thing that I wanted to bring to your attention is that we are nowhere near time-wise, nowhere near the end of this trading bonanza. Remember, it usually takes roughly 500 and some odd days to get to the top. We saw that post-halving 2020 to 2021. And also in and around here, the 2016 halving brought us to the top in about 523 days. So these are all little indications that, I'm taking into consideration when I'm going to be posting my targets over there at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. Nowhere near the top, guys. Sentiment is low, though. I get why Nick Crypto Crusader is saying this. You can even see it here when Bitcoin was moving back down to $55,000. Fear was kicking in, so now we are officially in fear at 36. Market cap is back down to 2.11 trillion. Volume went up, so we did see a sell-off. Bitcoin dominance is also staying at 53.7, but that is still a fairly high number, which does in fact denote this thing here that Nick said, that we are nowhere near an alt season yet. So all things to consider, and these are things that, if you've been in crypto for a while, you tend to just kind of accept as common knowledge. Marty Party here bringing this to our attention. Bitcoin price now around average cost to mine Bitcoin at the halving across all miners. This is a signal we are at the bottom. So you can see the average cost here, denoted by this black line, the average cost of production at the halving. So that is in and around just over $54,000, I would say, give or take, maybe 53.7, 53.8, 53.9, somewhere around there. But this is the average cost, okay? And we are right there. We are very close to it as of now. We are at $57,000. He did post this yesterday. Tech here saying, where is the selling coming from? Any info revealed on that or Binance shenanigans? Marty Party saying, price of an asset is not related to buying and selling. It is related to the price of the bid and the ask. The exchanges move the price lower by placing low orders in their order book. It is all manipulation, very little selling outside the exchanges themselves. I did just recently do a video on the manipulation of the market, which I will link up here in the top right-hand corner if you guys are interested in knowing more about that. But this is all good news. I mean, if this is the average price and we are hovering in and around here, that means hopefully we're going to see these miners engage very soon. We're already seeing this rebound, a positive outlook for Bitcoin. And, even as Nick said, generally the bottoms don't feel like bottoms. We tend to chop sideways before the big move up. So what does this mean for altcoins like XRP? XRP is following that same pattern as Bitcoin. We're seeing that same double bottom pattern for XRP. Even XRP has been moving up over the same time period that Bitcoin has been moving up. So there's nothing really different here that I'm noticing, nothing out of the ordinary. Most altcoins are in the red. There are some in the green, although the market is, fairly quiet as of now, and we will know when we hit that euphoria phase. Remember, guys, there's still about a year, maybe just over a year left in this bull run, so we haven't even seen the top yet. Crypto adoption is also taking hold, and this could influence the market moving forward. In May, Ripple did publish quantum computing's impact on blockchain. This coming from Crypto Eddie here on Twitter. Insights from Professor Massimiliano Sala. It discussed the impact of quantum computing on blockchain security, emphasizing the urgent need for transitioning to quantum-resistant cryptographic systems to safeguard blockchain technologies against emerging quantum threats. So this is part of this system where, the builders are building. The cryptocurrencies that are going to solve problems are going to be the ones that really take off in the future. And, I'm even thinking that when we do see this, the bull run kind of top in and around, I'm aiming for Q3, Q4, 2025. This is when I think they plan, and by they, I mean the big companies in the space that actually utilize cryptocurrencies for real purposes, that they plan to unleash. And we will see a flurry of activity for a lot of these assets that do solve problems. And so, they got to be prepared. This is why these articles by Ripple are coming out with regards to quantum computing, for example. This was from a couple of months ago. However, I do think it is important to see the connection here because it's all coming very fast and furiously. As part of our ongoing Ripple Insights series, we delve into the rapidly evolving intersection of blockchain and quantum computing with Professor Sala. His expertise in cryptography provides a profound understanding of the quantum challenges facing blockchain technologies and the XRP ledger. His work alongside the National Italian Association for the Support and Study and Research of Cryptography offers an intriguing vantage point on the broader industry and its development. So Crypto Eddie just mentioning this because last week, an important step from the National Institute of Standards and Technology took place with an established consortium to build this example solution and set in motion the practices to ease migration from the current set of public key cryptographic algorithm to replace algorithms that are resistant to quantum computer-based attacks. And guys, look who is part of this. JP Morgan, Santander, IBM, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft, and 32 others are looking to participate in this. This is from the National Cybersecurity Center of Excellence, Migration to Post-Quantum Cryptography. And we got the big players involved here. So the initiating and development of practices to ease migration from the current set of public key cryptographic algorithms to replace algorithms that are resistant to quantum computer-based attacks. So, to be prepared, and Ripple had been talking about this a few months ago. To be prepared, these companies are now realizing, okay, even our blockchains, we've been developing these for several years, but even our blockchains could be prone to hacks if we are not quantum computer resistant. So I see this as, if they're already talking about this and we really haven't even seen, the real world adoption take place, that means the real world adoption is definitely coming, and it's going to come in fast and furiously, and they don't want to leave, any doors open for any kind of problems that could occur. So, when we talk about these cryptocurrencies could jump in the blink of an eye, I can only really see a path where that does happen, and where, the gradual increase of these cryptos over a decade or two, I get the sense that that's not really realistic. I think they really want to usher this in quicker. I mean, the rest of the world is jumping on board with DLT solutions for, the big example is cross-border payments, but there are going to be so many other applications for these types of cryptocurrencies. So much is being developed on the XRP ledger as just one example, not to mention all the other blockchains and all those other cryptocurrencies that are going to solve real-world problems in the coming years. I'd say, we're going to ramp up heavily by the year 2030, and that is only 6 years away. This development is already occurring, and so here we have Smoke echoing this same sentiment. Crypto adoption is coming. The largest investment banks in the world are rolling out crypto services and investing in crypto companies. Again, here we're talking about JP Morgan, BNY Mellon, Goldman Sachs. These all foresee global adoption in the immediate future. So again, not even looking outward, over the next several years. They're talking about pretty much within 1 or 2 years. Crypto is a growing market worldwide. 300 to 500 million people, as many as 10% of the world's internet users, now own and use cryptocurrency. This is a 275% increase between 2021 and 2022, and a 350% increase between 2022 and 2023. And 520% increase between 23 and 24. Crypto and blockchain companies have raised a record $25 billion in capital in 2021, 8 times higher than the year before. And we've also seen record increases in the number of crypto and blockchain jobs at banks and other financial institutions. So that is also important to note. The world's largest company by revenue, Walmart, has begun trademarking its own digital currencies. And the second largest company, Amazon, is trialing a digital currency and investing heavily in the blockchain technology that underlies all cryptocurrencies. One survey showed that 85% of businesses with an income above $1 billion are adopting crypto payments. Deloitte estimated that 75% of all retailers will accept crypto in the next 2 years, with half of these retailers already investing $1 million or more in crypto adoption. So at the top, guys, these big players are already prepping. They're already getting ready. Some of the world's largest investment banks like JP Morgan and BNY Mellon have rolled out crypto services and invested in crypto companies. They're doing this because they foresee major global adoption in the immediate future. So that is very important to note. Remember BNY Mellon. The heir to BNY Mellon did die mysteriously, holding 500 million XRP on his cold wallet storage solution. I don't know, for whatever reason, I picture him having it all on a Ledger Nano, and then, boom, he dies mysteriously. Nobody has the keys to his wallet. That XRP is lost for good. For customers and retailers to major financial institutions, the world is getting ready to use crypto as money. So, we've been hearing about this for years now, but now, guys, it's knocking at our door. It's right on our doorstep, and it's ready to go. So that brings me to this interesting point here, because we know Japan, the country of Japan has been crypto ready, crypto forward for many, many years now, probably since about 2017. Ripple in Wales bringing this to our attention. Well, he says Japan has released new banknotes. Look what image is printed on those notes. So now the question becomes, did Satoshi know? Now you remember this book, Wave and Ripple Design Book by Satoshi Nakamoto? Well, guys, look at what the new 1,000 Japanese yen looks like. This is from July the 3rd, printed on the back of the newly minted 1,000 Japanese yen. Doesn't Ripple work with Japanese banks already? So this is the same image from the Satoshi Nakamoto book, Ripple and Wave, connecting Ripple to Satoshi Nakamoto. There are some other connections too. I guess we should go back just a month ago when this news came out. 80% of Japanese banks are partnered with Ripple. This is what a study did reveal from back then. Also, guys, remember this. From 2018, Ripple develops a blockchain-powered payment app with 61 banks to speed up transactions in Japan. So just to kind of go over this point that Japan is highly Ripple-enabled, highly integrated with XRP already. There's been that consortium of banks back in 2018 that signed on to RippleNet, committing to use the technology way back when. And, XRP has been regulated in Japan already. So XRP utility is already occurring in Japan as early as March 2018. Just last month, we heard about the 80% of Japanese banking partners now working with Ripple, or rather they have been working with Ripple for all these years. This is just from a recent study. And now we have the Japanese yen note, the brand new minted 1,000 Japanese yen, on top of which Mr. Poole was hinting at this same image all the way back in 2021. So what else do we know, guys? Well, you remember a few months ago in a video I did titled, How Did Satoshi Know of Ripple and XRP Before It Was Invented? There has already been some inclinations that Satoshi knew about XRP way back when, and this was a bit of a head scratcher when it came out. Listen to this. But not only that, I don't know how many of you guys remember this. I did talk about this a while ago now, but I thought maybe because some of you guys are new to the community, it was worth bringing up. Blockchain backer also noticing from the apparent Satoshi emails, he talked about Ripple. Ripple is interesting in that it's the only other system that does something with trust beside concentrated into a central server. So Satoshi, even within these emails talking about Ripple, familiar with the system, as trust systems go, Ripple is unique in spreading trust around rather than concentrating it. I've been asked at least 4 other times, have you heard of Ripple? Now, some of you guys might think, yeah, but how would he have known of Ripple if Ripple did not come out until 2012? There is an answer for that. BS Skeet did ask that question. Jungle Inc. responded, though, pre-XRP, a bunch of hippies were trading stuff back and forth on something called Ripple Pay, which was created by Ryan Fugger, I believe, in 2004. So even before Bitcoin, Crypto Daz FX saying, this was Ryan Fugger's Ripple, not the same Ripple as we know today. But I'm sure some of the guys that worked on the system did want to transform the concept and created the Ripple that we knew today. Crypto Arsenal here saying this is old news and also nothing to do with XRP, just the Ripple concept that preceded the XRP ledger. Remember when we noticed this way back when in these emails? Ripple is interesting in that it's the only other system that does something with trust beside concentrate it into a central server. So Satoshi, very interested in what has now become something that is going to change actually going to change the face of finance. In the early days, people were thinking, no, it's going to be Bitcoin. But guys, we know better. We know what we hold. And I think we are going to see XRP explode. Okay, so we know Satoshi knew about XRP, but just a couple of weeks ago, guys, 2 weeks ago, June the 20th, 2024, I did this video. Is this proof Satoshi held XRP since 2017? And could he still be holding today? There's some more information here bringing us closer to this idea that Satoshi Nakamoto might be closer to Ripple and XRP than we initially thought. Listen to this. However, this is breaking, guys. According to David Schwartz, it is very likely that Satoshi himself held very large amounts of XRP. This coming from Documenting Ripple, but this isn't the first time I've seen this today. People are talking about this over there on the X platform. This was said unprovoked under a deposition. This was a deposition that David Schwartz was part of from back last year during the Ripple XRP lawsuit depos, June the 13th, 2023. So here was the answer. Well, the distribution of Bitcoin was very, very hard to know at that time. Satoshi, the original creator, probably held an enormous amount of XRP at that time. And then the question, 2017, question mark, answer, I think so. It's hard for me to say, to compare them at that point in time, but David Schwartz, guys, on the record, did say Satoshi Nakamoto probably held an enormous amount of XRP in and around 2017. He's not entirely sure on the time frame there. What does that mean, though? It could mean a few things. It could mean that David Schwartz is Satoshi Nakamoto and he himself knew that he did hold XRP in 2017. He holds large amounts of Bitcoin. Why would he want to hold a crap token, says Simon Whitty? Well, I don't know, Simon. Probably because it is going to be deemed the most important crypto asset on planet Earth at a certain point. So two very convincing pieces of evidence there that connects Satoshi Nakamoto to XRP. So let's go back to this, the original Ripple and Whales book, and now the 1,000 Japanese yen note. Ripple and Whales saying Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin, wrote 2 books. This is from the second book, okay? Wave and Ripple Theory. He wrote a clever little riddle at the center of the book. Satoshi is pointing your attention to Ripple, Japan, and liquidity by using the Japanese artists and clever wording. Given Japan's current economic situation and their affinity for XRP, this is rather on point. As always, they use metaphors. Satoshi is the greatest cryptographer of them all. He is also a master riddler. 5 cured kippers dance, okay? So he's equating kippers, cured kippers to red herrings or crypto distractions. Wild stallion hooves Ripple. So the wild stallion, faster, untamable animals, and that is representative of Ripple. Only one true north, so one to be chosen. North is the truth, maybe a connection there to the North Star. Treasure within sight, treasure marked by an X, guys, and treasure equals pirates, and that equals Ripple as well. But to wealth, a great distance. Road to adoption, time, XRP wealth, which also means we've got to hodl, guys. We've got to be patient. Set waves in motion, water, waves, Ripple, the age of Aquarius. So all eyes are on Ripple and Japan and liquidity and XRP. I mean, it does make sense if Japan comes out of the gate using XRP exclusively. I mean, 80% of their banks already using it. They've been setting this up for years now. Since 2018, 61 banks were to speed up transactions in Japan, leveraging RippleNet technology. So is this a bit of an insider's riddle, guys? For those in the know, the Satoshi Nakamoto book, Ripple and Waves, Japan will be leveraging XRP for the long term. But that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.